I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio. I know. I said I was going to go live. I'm going live. I don't care. Everybody's like, oh, you shouldn't go live. You should schedule your lives. Phooey. I'm going to go live. And we're going to be talking about health and fitness and getting healthy. And not everybody's supposed to be a size 3 or 2. I can't remember when I was a size 2. But we have a wonderful show for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to comment on the side and do all the good things that you normally do. So we have Wendy on the show, and I'm not going to pronounce her last name because I already tortured it earlier. But welcome to the show.
Hello, Yaya. How are you today?
Hey, how are you, girlfriend? How you doing?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on your show today. I'm excited.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So I need you to tell everybody about yourself, and you're starting a new business. So this is kind of like that one thing that's like adventurous yet really scary. Tell everybody about it.
Okay, sure. Well, you know what? A little bit about me is the truth is I was always in a corporate setting for 27 years. I was in the automotive industry for 27 years, and I ran many businesses and built a lot of teams and impacted a lot of lives. And what happened is during the COVID-19 last year, I was one of those people that actually had lost their job. And, I talk about going through a lot of frustration and a lot of emotions. I had a lot of heavy emotions because I was one of those people that said, why me? I didn't understand that. I couldn't grasp onto it. And to be honest, I had my little pity party there for a little while. And then I really realized, this is a great opportunity because, I was really overweight. I was at the heaviest I ever was. And through my life, I really did have a lot of struggles with weight loss. I mean, I would go up and down really quite a bit throughout my life. But, my health, my energy was compromised. I was eating a ton of processed foods, and I really ended my day with wine every day. So,
Wow.
There was a lot of things going on within me. And what I really realized is, why not make this an opportunity? This is the time. It's an opportunity time to start my own business, help myself, and help impact lives of others. So what I did for all of last year is I started my journey. I started a personal journey, and it was a weight loss journey. But I needed to do, the first thing I really needed to do is it needed to come from here. I needed to have a mindset that I educated myself and really came to the realization, am I going to just talk about this? Or, is this something that I'm going to accept the rest of my life, that I am overweight, that I have gut issues, I can't sleep, I don't have energy? Or am I going to be one of those people that do something about it and impact my own life? And then once I'm seeing the results in my life, which were phenomenal, they have been phenomenal, let's impact the lives of others like I did in corporate America for so long.
The biggest thing that I think that people don't realize is that you can go for it. It's just scary. It literally is. It's like taking the cushion out of the couches and sitting on the wood.
Well, I love that. You know what, Yaya? Can I elaborate on that? Because,
yes.
One of the things that's actually on my about page on my website is, I start with a quote, and it says, can't, could not do anything. And I just think it's really important for us as individuals in life to realize that, we are programmed since we are little kids. We are told we cannot pursue our dreams. We cannot live debt-free. We cannot have happiness in our life. You do not have the capabilities. And you know what? That is so completely false. I say to everybody here, your audience today, believe in yourself because you have so many capabilities. you can truly live the life you want to live. You're going to have to take action, and it's going to take a lot of hard work. You know what? But with putting that work in, you're going to get the results that you want. And I promise you that, because you know what? If you're that type of person that really knows what you want and knows what you need to do, it will happen in your life.
Yes, definitely, definitely. You know, I love the fact that you're here, that you're saying that during the time that everybody was probably pigging out, you weren't. I mean, that's, you know what? I find that not so much uncommon though. Tell me about that journey. Like you said, you were at your heaviest, you were eating a lot of processed foods, and all of a sudden you had this time and boom. How did that really hit you?
Well, you know what? You're right. And for a while there, when I did lose my job, I still was in my old habits. Okay. I was eating, like I said, I was eating horrible and drinking wine every night. And let me tell you, the sugars, talk about sugar, highs and then lows, and then the cravings that go along with that. So I think when I really, just out of the blue, one day I did get on the scale and I saw my weight, and it just really hit me, because I was starting to really see gut issues. I mean, really severe gut issues. I mean, where my stomach was so bloated. My husband actually was kind enough to, nicely say, I think you really need to pay attention because you're sleeping all the time and all of this. So the truth is, how I started this is I started to journal. Mm-hmm. And I was journaling every day from the moment I woke up till the evening, before I went to sleep at night. And I mean, I was journaling, what did I eat? What did I eat through my words? What was I telling myself? Was I telling myself that I was defeated, or was I telling myself that I can do this? Mm-hmm. And when I started doing my journal and then really going back, looking into my journal every day, I did this for 45 days.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. 45 days, because I'm one of those people. It takes longer than a week to really understand what you're wanting to do. So 45 days, I went back and I was just like, no, I need to make all of these changes. So that's how my journey started.
Mm. Making the changes, I did the same thing here. I did a journal. I did the food journal. And lo and behold, they told me, oh, you're pre-diabetic. You really got to watch your sugars. You can bring it down with diet and exercise, which I did. But without the journal, I don't think I would be able to do that. The journal has got me on a path where there's certain foods that I keep in my cabinet now that I know I can eat. And it doesn't bother me to eat a certain amount of these a day. So, I mean, it keeps me on the right track and it keeps me off the wrong track, basically. But the journal really kind of pinpointed some things about my life that weren't really going along with the correct plan that I wanted it to go along with, as far as my weight and my sanity and my mental health. I mean, being the person that I was, my mental health was suffering because I wasn't who I wanted to be. Did you find that something in your life as well?
Oh, absolutely. I had a lot of anger at myself. I felt so much frustration, and, I have a type A personality. Okay. So I'm at the top of things all the time. I'm wanting to create things. I want to, I love living life, and I wasn't doing that. I was sleeping all the time. So talk about frustration and anger and, just a lot of heavy emotions, of, I mean, coming to the point where you really feel like you're in a vicious cycle, and it's like, okay, this is it's too heavy, it weighs on you. Right. I mean, so I absolutely had several heavy emotions that I had to rise. I had to really rise those emotions upward. And that takes time. It really does.
You know what? And I find that exercise in the beginning didn't work for me to get rid of those feelings. It was like, I felt like a ton of bricks. Oh. And I felt fatter than I did when I wasn't exercising because I realized that, oh my gosh, how did this happen?
Oh, absolutely. Well, again, it's back to that mindset. You've got to really realize it's internally a mindset. You have to realize I'm not just dieting. I'm not just exercising for a couple weeks. This is something that you need to really make a commitment to yourself and really realize that this is a lifelong process. And, that doesn't mean that you're going to cut out everything that you loved. It's called moderation. You have to do everything in moderation.
Yeah, or
you
you'll
can
go
still
crazy.
have that ice cream cone, or I can have a glass of wine and be happy with it. And, and you learn to enjoy those things more because, habits, let's think about this for a moment. Habits. We have lifelong habits that we have for how many years sometimes? I drank wine for years. Well, okay, that was a bad habit. So now I need to incorporate a good habit into my life. So, it's going to take, it's a journey where I'm incorporating a good habit and replacing it with that bad habit. And it's just, again, it goes back to that mindset,
Right. And I'm going to tell all my listeners and watchers, thank you so much for joining us here on Dream Chasers Radio. If you have a question or a comment, please make it known so that we can answer them or actually display them on the screen as we keep talking. We are live right here on Dream Chasers Radio. I personally hate the scale. I hate the scale. I hate it. I hoard the scale because listen to this. Okay, so I'm looking better, right? But the scale's not moving. But my clothes are falling off of me. And I look snatched, like the kids say. I'm snatched. I'm snatched. Anyway,
I like that.
But so I'm snatched, but my clothes, they look great. But the scale, what's wrong with the scale? Tell me something. I should throw it away, shouldn't I? I should throw that scale away.
Oh my God.
Throw it down a hill and let it tumble and then
I'm
run it over with my car.
With you, Yaya. For years, I got on that scale every single day, every day, first thing in the morning. And, what I would say to you on that is you can do that. Okay. You can, if that makes you happy, get on the scale. But what I want to say to you is that's not the end result. Look at it that way. You have to look at it from a different thought process in your mind. Look at it as if, this is just part of my journey. And that's how you have to look at the scale. Because trust me, oh my God, how many times I would get on that darn scale and I'd like probably want to throw it out the window as well. Because I'm not seeing the results that I want. But, unfortunately, we live in a society that tells us that we're supposed to have these quick results. Get it now. Look at all these fad diets, that come and go fast.
I can't do the fad diets. No.
They come so quickly and then they're gone so quickly. And, the unfortunate thing is, and I was one of them. Okay. I don't know how many, I can tell you, I can't even count on my hands, how many fad diets I've tried or the apps that I've tried, the calorie counters and this and that. And it's like, it's again, it's like, okay, you know what, if you want long lasting results, then you're going to have to change your habits. That's just the bottom line. So it really is going to resort into your habits and lifelong habits to really crush your goals. And crush them for good. And and that is the results that I saw in my life. And my husband was on this journey because, not only did I want to do this for myself because it is a new business, is I wanted other people to try this as well. I want to see the results. So I know, I am working with my clients based off experience, and it's my personal experience. And, I'm passionate. I don't want to share things with people that I know do not work or I did not do the research for.
Right.
So that was really important to me.
Well, I'm gonna have to say before we talk about your business and everything that's going on with you, and you know the plans and all that, I'm gonna say right now that Yaya's ditching the scale. The scale's gone. I'm gonna kill it.
Out
I
the door.
murder, death, kill. Somebody gonna have to call the police on me because I'm gonna kill that scale. I'm not kidding you. The scale is horrible. I look better. My stomach is almost completely flat. I mean, what's wrong with the scale? It's against me. I'm
And
just
it
letting
always
you know.
will be.
And I'm against it too. And yeah, it's just not my friend anymore. It's out. It has lived its last life in my house. Okay. With
We
that
love
said,
it.
with that said,
Absolutely.
tell us about your new business and what do you do like for your clients and things like that? Because I know it's not everybody is supposed to be a size 2. Okay, you can't fit in this model mode. You have to be who you are and live your life as healthy as you can possibly live it. So what do you do and your new company? I'm so excited about it.
Yes, I am too. I'm actually very excited. So basically, I am a health and wellness advisor. Okay, so there's several, there's coaches out there. There's many forms of, different helps. Let's just put it that way. But basically, I am an advisor, and I'm helping individuals in achieving and maintaining their wellness by advising them about healthy diets and exercise. What is a healthy diet? And I don't mean going on a diet for 3 months, but really incorporating foods. And like having a food list, a good food list that you can really utilize for the rest of your life. What does that look like? How to cope with stress, because the truth is, on your weight loss journey, you're going to have some stress. You're going to have bad days. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to feel like you want to give up. Okay. And so I really believe that you need that support system. I mean, there's people out there that may not. I know I did. I needed that. And how to establish long-term health. So those are things that I'm doing within my advisory. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My programs are all based around health and wellness, and they are really designed to provide an education to individuals to enrich their life, to help them become healthier, and also guide them through nutritional supplementation.
Mm.
I believe that the nutritional supplementation piece is so big in our country right now with individuals, because let's think about this. Look at all the obesity in our country. 74% of our country is obese. We have tons of processed foods for convenience, which I was there. But you know what? We're missing all the minerals. We're missing all the vitamins. We're missing all the nutrients that our bodies require to be healthy. Look at all the pesticides that are sprayed, so by the time we're getting foods into our home, we're cleaning them and we're cleaning off all of the nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? It's really important to make sure that we're getting all of that information.
Right.
So,
and that's something you do with your business. Am I correct?
Yes. So basically, that is how I formed Dynamic Expressions. And basically what it is I've formed 3 programs.
Okay.
It's called the 2.0 Life Program. And basically what that means is, we're always wanting, you look at iPhone, we're at the iPhone 12 now. We started at 1. So there's always improvements. There's always growing. So the 2.0 Life Program, there's 3 programs within it. There's a basic, an essential, and then I have a collagen loading program. All of these programs are 90 days. And depending on where the individual is, if you're a person that really knows, what you're looking for, and you really just want guidance on what kind of nutrition or supplementation to take, then we'll have a discussion. We'll have an interview. And from that interview, I will ask, several questions on what it is individually that you're looking for. Is it energy? Do you need more gut health, heart health, whatever it may be. And then we'll go ahead and start that program with that. If you're a person that is more requiring support and, you've tried several things and you just don't know what to do, well, then you're going to also get the nutritional supplementation guidance, but you're also going to have downloadable materials that I'm going to provide to you that's all based around habits, understanding your habits, your good habits and your bad habits, okay? And also within that 90 days, you're going to receive one call. We'll set it up on a Zoom call once a month. And it's really a check-in call. How are you doing? Is there, what things are you feeling? What are the foods, that you're eating, basically just asking questions on, giving that support again. So those are the three programs. The collagen program is more based off our collagen.
Mm-hmm.
At the age of 25, we start, believe it or not, the collagen in our body loses its production at age 25. So that's quite amazing to me when I did that research because, at the age 25, you think, wow,
I thought I looked good at 25. I did.
Yeah, me too. But guess what? Internally, there's some things going on, right?
Oh my gosh.
So, so it's basically a loading program that helps to build that collagen level back into your body. So those are the programs. And, again, it's a new business. I'm very excited. And, here we are.
I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I thank you so much for being on the show. Starting the new company, how are you doing with your journey? And is this helping you?
I'm so glad you asked me that question, Yaya. Absolutely. You know what? It absolutely helps me because the truth is I am always going to be on that journey and it makes me accountable to myself, but also to my clients. If I'm impacting the lives of others, then I need to make sure that I'm impacting my own life and staying true to myself like I am to my clients. I'm not one of these people that believe in, giving, advice and working with clients and then not doing the same for myself. So I love it. I love the accountability from all of my clients as well, and the friendships that we develop along the way. So thank you for asking that. Actually,
definitely. I mean, at the point where people think, "Oh, you have it all together because it's your business." No. No.
Oh my God, talk about emotions, right?
I know that is not the truth. A lot of times the truth is that we don't have it together. And the reason that we put it together is because we don't. And we want to get it together. And the only way we can is by having a support system ourselves. So, I mean, where can people go? I've been flashing like your Facebook and your Instagram, but do you have a website where people can go and look at the program?
I do. It's actually wendynachtman.com.
So I'm going to go ahead and write that down.
Yep. So. It's wendynachtman.com, and you will find all of my information listed. There is a, top link all on the 2.0 life program. There's a lot of information on my website. I actually have a blog that talks a lot about, there's a lot of articles all based around wellness and health and just many other topics, but, primarily health and wellness. And you can find all my information there.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Wendy, for being on the show, girlfriend. Let me ask you one more question. People out there, some people are suffering. They're not loving themselves. They're not liking where they're at right now. Do you have any advice for those people?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question?
Yeah, like some people are not liking themselves. They're not liking where they're at right now, weight-wise, nutrition-wise. Do you have any advice for those people?
I do. Don't give up on yourself. You know what? There's help out there. You can absolutely, I completely understand where your position is. I was one of those people that I seriously thought I was going to live the rest of my life like this. And I made a decision to make a change. And, for me, I would love to help because I was there. So, you can go to my website and we could even have a conversation. You are not obligated to sign up or, go into my programs by all means. But again, it's really just all based on the support. So I really do understand. Mm-hmm. And don't give up. There is help out there.
That's right. Don't give up and throw your scale out.
Yes. Throw that scale out. Like Yaya said. Throw it out.
Throw that scale away.
Challenge. We should have a challenge, Yaya.
Yes, we should. Throw the scale out challenge. Wait a minute. We have to do this. Hold on a second. So if you're watching this right now, and I'm going to give you a reason why I say throw the scale out. And I'm going to go scale out challenge. I'm going to put this up. And I know it may seem like, it may seem funny to you guys. You guys may be laughing at me, but seriously, the scale doesn't measure the weight properly. It only measures your total weight. It doesn't measure how much muscle you've built. It doesn't measure how much fat you've lost, because you can actually be the same weight and gain muscle and lose fat, but still be the same weight. It could be that the day before you ate salt and you retained water. I mean, literally, it could be anything. The scale is your enemy. Get rid of the scale.
Absolutely.
So,
love it.
Oh yeah, I think that we need to actually measure our clothing, measure the way we're feeling. And if you did go get it like a blood test to see where you're at, things like that. And also get with Wendy, because she has the nutrition. She's gone through this and she can help you. Definitely, Wendy, I am appreciative of this so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You know what, Yaya, I appreciate you having me on your show again. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. No problem. And thank you guys for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. Don't give up on yourselves and get rid of the scale. Throw that scale out of the door. It's been taking up too much space in your bathroom. Until next time, guys, don't forget to dare to be different. See ya. I did to be different. I did.